Hey everybody, welcome back to the Let's Play. I am done waiting for Lightmatica, to be honest. Developers of Lightmatica, if you are watching this, which is very unlikely, but don't take this as me rushing you. One thing I see a lot about on the comment section in CurseForge is they get a lot of questions, obviously, of when are you going to release the newest update and everything like that. Gotta remember, guys, there's a lot of new blocks in this new update. All of the tough blocks, all the new copper blocks, like, there's a lot of new blocks. All of that has to be coded into the mod. I'd rather they take their time and make it work right, and when it comes out, we'll have minimal problems with it, because there's gonna be problems, it's unavoidable. I've turned on the mod switch, so there shouldn't be any... Oh, there are. One, two, three, and obviously they are creepers. Okay, this just means that I need to put in 3 more villages. There we go. Yeah, I'll put in 3 more villages. Oh, those crickets that you heard? They were part of the ambient sound mod. I do like it. It does bring a little bit more life into the game, in my opinion. Don't push me in. Oh, there you go. Didn't even have to put the workbench down. Ah. For some reason, Enderman kept picking up blocks in the world again. I have to check out how I can deactivate that. Nothing worse than this. It's like grass blocks appearing everywhere. Here we are. What? Still mobs. Are you kidding me? Any other ones? Yes, sure is. 1, 2... What? Okay, here's what I think is happening, possibly. I've checked somewhere else, away from a base, underground, and there are definitely mobs spawning there, a lot of them. I've checked underground here, and no mobs are spawning. So my working theory is that my spawn chunks have moved somewhere else. But there's no way for me to check that until MiniHut updates to 1.21. So until then, I think we're just gonna have to live with it. Now, realistically, what does that mean? That means that I have to get underneath the build and start lighting up. Which is what I wanted to avoid, to be honest. Oh well, nothing to it but to do it. Hey, you see what I mean? I was placing all these torches, and I come up here in my tree farm, and there's 1, and there's 2. It's so annoying. I mean, it's not even been that long since I updated, and I've at least, like, removed 6. Anyway, rant over, I guess. What? Did you guys hear that? Oh my goodness. I did not realize my mud drying farm was this far out. I guess it's not that far. There's the hammer. Nifty farm should be just up there. Yep. Still, why don't I explain what we're going to do in this episode? Originally, I wanted to dig out the space below the eventual tree farm so I could start putting all the filter systems in. However, I do really want Lightmatica for that because it's a big task, and I just don't want to dig out anything that I don't need to. So, what are we going to do instead? I think it's high time that we finish the shape of the house. It's been in this condition for a long time now, and honestly, like, it is bothering me. Every time I pass it, I'm like, I need to finish that. I need to finish that. I just get sidetracked with like huge projects like that tree farm over there. Now, mind you, this is a daunting task for me because I have no idea what I'm going to do with this shape. I have a vague idea, but I have no idea what I'm going to do with everything. And I would like to get this episode out this week. As I said in a previous episode, if it takes longer, it takes longer. I don't mind that. I'm willing to take a bit longer on it. However, I would like to keep up a consistent schedule. Especially now that I'm getting a lot more subscribers. So any newcomers, thank you very much for subscribing. I do hope you enjoyed the content. But yeah, that is the plan for today. So what I was planning on doing first is replace all of the bamboo floors with oak floors. That's going to be priority number 1. I think there's enough bamboo anyway because of the roofs. I might adjust this roof as well. We'll see, we'll see. But first of all, I need to demolish a little bit more of this forest. They said it couldn't be done, but it's done. All of my floors, on the inside, the outside, and this I'm going to leave until I know what I'm going to do with it. These are all bamboo, these are all oak. It is, and this is going to be hidden as well, don't worry about that. Let's have another look at the future tree farm. It is a nice view. So yeah, all of the floors are replaced with oak wood, and I do like this change. I like this scheme of color, but you know, in my opinion, if you see all of this from the outside, on the inside, just to change it up a little bit, this just fits a little bit more. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe it's because it's the, you know, the very first wood type in Minecraft. This is the OG here. I replaced those as well. I'm gonna wait with those until I know what I'm gonna do. Just yet. So, as I said, I want to finalize at least the outer shell of the building today. And, you know, this doesn't mean that we can't add any details later, obviously. But just the generic shape I want to get done, so I have a better idea of what I'm working with. So, over here, I'm not too sure what I really want to do. I think I want to have a sort of a garden here, but this is not going to be garden level because this is the ceiling of this room. Hang on. Oh, I thought I saw another grass block from Enderman. Like, they do like to place grass blocks inside my house for some reason. Oh, come on. I've just done this floor. This Enderman. But yeah, I'm just gonna build this wall around here. It's basically just gonna be a template until I know what I'm gonna do with a roof garden over here. That was my plan from the start. I wanted the roof garden. Initially, I wanted to start the roof garden at this level, but then the towers wouldn't be big enough. So I think I'm gonna stop it here and have just a little section go up on this level here. But yeah, so I was working on this hallway here on the side, and I thought this whole wall was a little bit flat, so I just decided to protrude this outwards, and I think this is enough to add like a lot of detail in the future. And I think this is protruding enough so that it will look really nice when it's done. But I'm going to continue doing this hallway and just continue along further on the building and just update you guys as I go along. Oh, and this here, this will be an outside section. But possibly terraced. It's gonna depend on what I'm gonna do with this roof garden idea. Hey you, I see you. I see you. No, no. Do not put down that block in my house. Now this is the difficult part, I think. Got roughly a shape of a roof garden that I wanted to make. And I'm just trying to decide if this is the correct level for it. Which is difficult. I think my towers are not going to seem like towers from over here anymore. Especially since I want to make a walkway around this, so the roof of the walkway will probably almost be level with that. This is quite tricky. This is taking me a fair bit, but I do want to take my time on this because I don't want it to be half-assed. What I'm picturing is kind of... I know we're going like Viking style, especially with the roofs. Obviously, I'm the raiding Viking. I'm not the raking Viking. Yeah, even though we're going like a Nordic Viking kind of style, I picture this as kind of a Japanesey style because we've got the cherry blossoms nearby. So I picture this as a pond. So some of these blocks are probably going to be replaced with mud blocks. And then I might try and gradient from the mud blocks to the grass. We'll see how that goes. Just some ideas that I've got. Might as well give you a bigger update. So I've done the outside walls. I've tried some pokey out bits, like here and here, which are going to be interesting, you know, just so it's not a box to work with. And then this is going to basically be a tower of windows. I haven't installed the windows yet because it's essentially my main staircase. So I'm just going to put the windows in afterwards. But yeah, like any big project, and especially on the house, I want to compartmentalize. Thinking, what step will bring me closer to figuring out the final shape of this, which was the garden. Now I need to figure out the next step. So I think I want to make the pathway around the build of the walkway. So I think this front strip here, I'm probably going to make that less tall. Not sure about that yet, but I'm going to make that the inside still. And then when we come over here, out here, that's going to be the outside. So this will be bamboo flooring. This will be oak. Definitely interesting, but as I said, quite difficult for someone like me. I'm not a greatly talented builder, but this is how you get better, is what I mentioned in the previous episodes. Definitely not sure on the mushroom blocks, but I just wanted to try something different, and these are what I came up with. If I wanted to replace them, it's going to be a B, because on the inside, as I know no doubt I've shown, I've put sand and water, so if I had to replace all the mushroom blocks, this would be a catastrophe. I think I'm going to try and make it work. I think it'll work. But yeah, this is where I wanted to put my 2 axolotls, which I have claimed somewhere along the way. I have no idea which episode or where I got them from. Must have been, you know, a caving expedition, obviously. But yeah, so I do want to get a blue axolotl at one point in the world. I've never actually seen one myself in the game. I've seen them on YouTube, obviously. Apparently, they're very difficult to get. So we're gonna try. I'm gonna try. Why not? There we go. And the yellow looks hideous. I think I'm going to replace this with just standard glass. These can be colored though. But this is what I mean with compartmentalizing. I wanted the grass to be at a level where I was comfortable. Then I was putting the stairs in and it was in the center. And I was like, everything is so symmetrical about this build so far. Let's put some asymmetry in. I'm going to put the staircase here. And then we have loads of room along the side this wall for decorations. But as I was making all of this and the outside area, I was like, this is a bit too flat at the back here, a bit too flat. So I was just picturing a staircase up, and then I was like, why would a staircase go up? Oh, maybe I can put like a seating area, like a chilling area. And then I was like, why not make a half circle, like a sphere, poking outside of the building? And then the aquarium idea came to mind. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it there. Again, everything in this game can be broken down and rebuilt. But for now, we're going to keep this. I am going to switch the glass out, though. I'm out of glass, so perfect time to make use of my new system that I've built in the last episode. If you're interested in seeing that, feel free to go to the last episode. And while I'm doing the trading, I would like to thank all of the new subscribers as well. I've got a bunch of new subscribers now, and I'm very happy about that. It's always nice to see the numbers tick up. I am doing my very best to try and get some good content out to you guys. But while I have you guys' attention, feedback is always appreciated on this channel. So feel free to leave me a comment. It can be about anything you want to see replaced, any suggestions you have for other projects. I don't know, like maybe a link to a video where, you know, decoration tips are shown. Let me know what you guys are interested in watching, and I will try and provide that for you. I respond to every single message as well, so feel free to get in contact with me. Still looks a bit weird, not gonna lie. Not sure if I'm happy with this. Not sure if I'm going to keep it this way, but, you know, obviously it would look better with connected textures. But I run this game on Fabric, so I don't have connected textures for that, unfortunately. Hey! Hey, you! No, no, no. No. Get out of here. No. Oh, I hate those guys. Alright, you let your presence known. What? You! Didn't you hear me talk to that other guy? Get out of here! Oh, he's got moves. He's a bit more skilled in combat. Oh, you were good. You were good. Okay. We've got some mud. That's not the problem. Do I want to make some more mud? That's the question. No, let's grab some mud. I need to adjust that mud farm at some point. Well, that's all we can carry, so let's start with that. There we go. I should have done this before I filled it in with water. What's underneath here? Oh, yeah, that's be fine. Be fine. Right. I want my shovel. And I want this. Oh. It will probably... Oh, no. Okay, this will work. Hmm. Gotta get out of the habit of making stuff, full. What do I mean by that? I originally wanted to fill all of this with mud blocks, but I think this gives a cooler effect, to be honest. Like all the grime and all the sludge of the pool eventually droops down to the center bit. And I might even just sprinkle some mud, some dried mud here and there. Let's try that. Chests, chests. That makes a weird sound when it opens. Do you hear that? Not sure if you will be able to see this, because the difference is quite subtle. You can see it. You can see it. Barely, maybe, but you can see it. Okay. What did I want to do next? I think... Still waiting on Mini HUD, so I can check where my bloody spawn chunks are. The whole reason I made the mob switch was so I could work on this, and now that I feel like I'm ready, because I've got Litematica back, this happens. Oh, was that a spider jockey back there? Ah, do I have my ender chest on me? I don't. Well, I need to try. I've seen the spider jockey now. I need to try. It's probably despawned already. Yeah. It despawned on me. Yeah. I essentially want to check if I name tag a spider jockey, if it will stay like a spider jockey, because I would like to trap one. Check this out. I was kind of looking at Google pictures for some inspiration, and I saw someone putting coral fans above water, so I immediately was like, that's a brilliant idea. I got some coral blocks, and then I tried putting them on top of the coral blocks, but as you can see, they die. So I've done some further research, and I figured this out. I actually want... Let's put these here. I want a trap door at water level, because this still counts as waterlogged, and it should, if we press shift, it should keep them alive. I've seen him do sugarcane, though. No. That's weird. Maybe there's a knack to that as well. Can't quite figure out how that works, but now that it's nighttime, maybe let's remove some torches so we can have a look at what it looks like with all the lighting underneath the water. I think that's enough lighting. It doesn't need to be too much during the night. It's meant to be a zen garden, so you don't want too much lighting anyway. Yeah, I like that. That looks good to me. Good start. So now we need to get some more details. Actually, I need some string, don't I, to prevent the sugarcane from growing if I don't want them to. Well, minus the rain, this would have been a good viewpoint, but I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty happy with it. Got a little zen garden here on the roof, and we've got the majority of the shell done of the building, and then we've got a little aquarium there. Super awesome. I'm very happy with the progress I made for today. You guys will have noticed that this it was supposed to release a week early. I apologize for that. Let me tell you why once this rain stopped. So in general, I like to upload weekly. That, well, it It was possible, probably, but I was feeling a burnout come up as well. In which case, you know, when you're starting to feel it, you need to take a break, because otherwise you're just forcing it, and that's not good for anyone. And I'm glad that I did, because this garden would have looked a whole lot different if I had forced it back then. However, you guys weren't short on content. If you're interested and if you haven't seen it yet, I've released an Enshrouded video, and I'm planning to make a kind of a series out of that as well. This channel is mainly featured around Minecraft, so this will be the main series of this channel. But I thought, you know, another building game, there's no harm in that, is there? But let me show you around this garden a little bit. I like this as like a kind of an outside flooring, and it matches the Japanese type style. You know, it's a Zen garden. We have to put a cherry blossom there and like some Japanese elements to it. I got the coral fans working, so they haven't died. That's good. Some coral blocks around. Put these in there as well. Not sure what they're meant to represent, but they give me a calming emotion. We've got some kelp in there for the animation of the pond. And then we've got a whole bunch of different kinds of flowers, a lot of cherry flowers, just dotted around, some sugar cane, some bamboo. Got some melons as well. Kind of rocks around. Oh, and I'm putting string up everywhere to prevent the plants from growing too big. And you might have seen it in the... Ooh, the immersive sound mod is making the birds chirp. And I'm loving it right now. You might have seen it in nighttime, but this tree kind of gives off light. Apart from that lantern, I've hidden some candles in there, if you can see. There they are. Yeah, just hidden some candles in there. It gives a little bit of mood lighting as well. Got this aquarium as well. Got our little axolotl in there. I think I'm going to replace all the yellow glass around with just normal glass as well. Such a shame that you don't have connected textures apart from Optifine. I really don't know why it's an issue, but apparently it is. You know, I'm not a modder, so what do I know? Nice little overview of the Zen garden as well. I hope all of this adds to the feeling that we're going to create in this area. More and more we're taking over the natural generation that was happening here, and I like it. I like the direction that it's going in. It's not fixed on one build style either, which I find, you know, it does make a build look uniform, but it can be quite monotonous. We've got the Viking style roof here. We've got a little Zen garden now. Not sure what that architecture would be called, but it's cool. I think that is all the time that I've got for this episode, unfortunately. I really enjoyed making it, though, and I hope you enjoyed watching me build all this. And until the next episode, I will see you then. See ya. Who turned the clouds back on? I'll play with clouds off. I don't know.